my parents actually, they brought the idea up. They're like, listen, we want you to play an instrument. You can pick whatever you want, but we want you to play it for 6 months and just see if you're into it. Because I was all into painting at that time. You know, my mom had always played guitar for her whole life. So I said, okay, I'll do it for 6 months, you know. And I was like, oh gosh, what am I going to do? About a week or so in, like, I could play. And I could play, like, really play songs. And it was weird. And I thought it was weird. And I was like, Mom, this is pretty easy, you know, like G, C, D, I got it, like, you know. She's like, it doesn't happen to normal people, you know. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I didn't get it. And then it just kind of, I was like, well, I know 3 chords. I'm going to write some songs. That's it. And then that was it. It just started, my 12-year-old brain started going and off to the races. I have a 67 Tele, which actually looks the exact same as this. That was my first vintage instrument. So I don't have like a collection of vintage ones, but I have a bunch of custom shop ones that I take out on tour, and whatever I play, that's what I keep. If you played this and I was listening with my eyes closed, I don't know if I would be able to tell between this one and mine, you know what I mean? Even the adjustment screw is down here, you know what I mean? And like, that's the kind of thing that I like. My guitar techs hate it because they have to take the neck off to adjust the neck, but I don't care. I don't want it up here. I want it down here. And I love the 60s, the 60s instruments. Those are the ones, the 60s Teles for me. Sometimes, you know, you pick a guitar up and there's a song already in it. You don't even write it, it just writes itself. It happens with old guitars and new guitars, but there's stuff in there. There's like little ghosts in them. You can get like a heavier sound on the low end, and then on the higher strings, you kind of almost get that acoustic kind of sound. There's a song called Mulholland Drive, and when we opened it up, I was trying to think of like, oh, we should start a song with a riff. So we did this like, and then it kind of goes into this chord progression. But then when all the band kicks in, I finally found, you know, we have 3 guitar players, so like when you're thinking about that, instead of just kind of playing the chords along, you know, I went into this like, and just held this, and then when you start playing these weird little inversions, and you're just filling space up, that doesn't happen on any other guitar. You can't get that, you know, like, and I just had that like total Keith Richards vibe, like I'm going for it, like we're gonna, and the guys were like, what is that? Where did you pull that out of? And I'm like, I don't know. You know, that's a perfect example of what I'm talking about being heavy and melodic at the same time, because even in there's that end, like, and it's a little like, you know, I could play the top and just be like, and get like a really chunky sound, but then there's that, and there's all those overtones that are somewhere. Those are the ghosts I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. There's the things that are lying around in there that you're not really playing, you know, they're just kind of coming out of the guitar.